guys, so we're in the car heading back to the homestead, and you know, had a good trip. Looking forward to get back to the homestead. Have a lot of stuff we need to be doing. Kids are sleeping, and Jamie's driving. And so I was working on my laptop, and I was trying to do a video. I was trying to do the editing for a video for that Cloak and Dagger thing that I wanted to do, where I was taking all the scenes of the Cloak and Dagger movie and then editing that with the scenes that we recorded at the gardens and at the Riverwalk and other places in the Alamo. And this little thing we bought, this thing here, didn't work. I guess my laptop is too powerful for this thing, so it didn't. I think it was working at first when I started using it, but now it's not. So, oh, Joshua's awake. So I don't know. It just didn't work. So I couldn't keep editing the video. I'm gonna have to do it when I get back. I was hoping to have it done today and upload it, but I'm gonna have to work on it when I get back. So I kind of throw my timing off. But I got a couple other videos I want to do. I want to do a video on the Alamo itself, and then Joshua did some recordings for some of his stuff he's doing over for his Steemit page. But we got to see the Alamo. We got to see the Riverwalk. We got to do all kinds of videos for that movie, Cloak and Dagger. Got to see the Japanese gardens. Jamie did a really good segment for that video on the history of the gardens over there. So you'll see that in the video for the Cloak and Dagger video we're going to be doing here. Hopefully it'll be up in a day or so. I got a lot of it edited. Other than that, kids got to see the ocean, and what else did we do? Miss anything out?
We went to that that art museum.
I went to an art museum, Western Art Museum. I got some video, some pictures from that, so I'll try to put that up on a Steemit post. Got some really good pictures. I got General Santa Anna's golden sword. I got a picture of that. That looked pretty neat, and a lot of cool stuff that we'll post over at Steemit for that Western Art Museum. I'll try to get that up today or tomorrow.
Definitely fun for boys to see that museum.
Yeah, our boys really liked it. If you don't think your kids would like a museum, that was a cool museum. It had lots of guns, you had a stagecoach, you had a covered wagon, had all kinds of cowboy stuff.
Basically about the western expansion of America as settlers moved into the West. And a lot, of course, being San Antonio, a lot about the Alamo too. Yeah, a
lot of Alamo stuff there. Your boys, your kids would probably all like it.
Better stuff there than actually at the Alamo itself.
Yeah, I was more impressed with the stuff at the museum than the stuff at the Alamo. I mean, the Alamo is cool to see and walk around and just kind of know, the history behind it, and that's all that stuff that was going on actually there at the Alamo. That was cool. But the museum, had a lot of artifacts and things like that you could see. So other than that, we're gonna go ahead, keep on down the road. I'm gonna try to get back in town tonight. We're gonna arrange it with Tim to pick us up at the car drop-off, and then hopefully be home tonight, so I don't have to deal with it tomorrow. We're gonna get back, basically get the car back 2 days early. I didn't like Enterprise. I was thinking I was gonna do a whole separate video on this. I did not like Enterprise. I'm not gonna be using Enterprise again. And it really kind of made me upset that they didn't give me unlimited miles for my rental, even though I even got the insurance, for the car, because when I rent a vehicle, I want to be able to roll that vehicle down a mountain and not owe a dime on it, if that's the case. One time I was coming back from Florida, where me and Jamie met. We were moving back to Missouri, and after we were married, and we were driving on the highway with this budget rental truck, and a rock popped up and hit the windshield, and it would have been like a $1,400 bill, I think, or something like that. $1,200, something like that, to repair that windshield. And so, and I had gotten the insurance, and ever since then, when I rent a vehicle, I tell the people, so listen, I want to be able to roll this down off a cliff, and not owe a dime on it, because I'll pay it, because it saved me. I paid like, you know, a couple $100, I think, of insurance for that truck, and it saved me like $1,200. So, I mean, it's worth it getting the insurance on a vehicle. And I think that's really where these companies ding you at. They try to, that's how they make up their money, is by insurance and looking for every single small dent and scratch and charging you. My sister rented a car in Colorado a couple years ago when we were at her wedding, and she had a little ding on the car, and it was like
years than 2.
It was a few years ago.
6 years ago.
Whatever. But it was a small little scratch on the car, and they charged her like $400 for that scratch. I mean, she was not happy. So that's how these car rental places get you. So I always get the insurance, but they didn't give me unlimited miles. That kind of made me angry, and so we're going to be cutting it close, getting it back with the right miles. And because I'm returning it early, they're going to take away that day's miles, so I'm going to be over the miles for the trip, which kind of makes me angry. Not only that, there's a lot of things about Enterprise Rent-A-Car that don't make sense and make me angry. The keys they give you, I don't know if I can show that. Here, if I can switch the camera around. Now, I'll show you later in another video. I'm going to do a whole other video on Enterprise, because it's ridiculous. I was so upset. Anyway, so we'll be back tonight. We'll be on the homestead later on tonight, and looking forward to being finally back home. Got a lot of stuff to do, and got a lot of catching up to do on some chores, and looking forward to getting all that done. So anyway, just kind of give you an update. I have a whole lot of stuff to post, a whole lot of videos to post that'll, you know, from our trip that'll be up here in the next few days. You're really going to enjoy that. You're really going to enjoy seeing the Alamo stuff, and you're really going to enjoy the Cloak and Dagger stuff. So, all right, guys. See you next time on the homestead. Talk to you soon.